Hi guys, and welcome back to Haut Beyleron. So we're into the second day of December, and as you can see, we've got snow. Hasn't accumulated on the ground yet. It is still fairly dark, but you can see the sun's coming up. So what we're going to do is we'll check out the eggs, make sure they've still got enough food as well. Over here in the chickens, still got 400 litres in there. Eggs are coming along well, still 450 litres in there. Nice. Now, something we're definitely going to have to do is remove that pellet of honey. So we'll get that done, get that put onto the trailer. Now, there's obviously not a lot we are going to be able to do today as far as our farm goes. So what we may end up doing is knocking out a few contracts. Oh, let's see if that just lifts up, that'll do. So yeah, we'll probably knock out some cultivating contracts. Like I said, there's nothing really that we can do for our farm. But if we can generate some income while we wait, then that's about the best we can do, sort of thing, isn't it? Oh, nearly pulled that straight back off again. So I'll shut you down. No, jump back in, shut it down. Get this strap put over properly. So we've now got 8 boxes there, 120 litres each. So that's 800, 960 litres. So that's not too bad. What else can we do around here for a tidy up? Nothing really. So before we get into contracts, we'll just have a look and see what we've got in the used section. Nothing really that helps us. Well, nothing that helps us at all. Although that seed drill would actually be better than the one we have, the Kun. It's a lower horsepower. It's a lower horsepower and it's a wider working width. But at $16,000, we unfortunately don't have the money to get that. It would be nice, but we can't. Rightio. So obviously, there's nothing we can do on our farm. We've still got these areas that are not growing the way they should. I don't think that it's germinated yet still, which is sort of frustrating. I don't know when that's going to happen. So what we need to do is look into using our cultivator for potentially some cultivating contracts. There is quite a few. And there's some that are worth some decent money. So 5, another 5 there, or 5.5, another 5. A couple of $3,000 ones. So let's have a look, because I'm pretty sure they're the big fields. Field 30 and field 36. So 36 is directly across the river from us. And then field 30 is the big one that we did a fertilizing contract on. So yeah, we'll accept them. And we'll do it with our own equipment. And one more big one, and that will probably be us for the day. So 33 or 22, which one's closer to... Well, we've got 33, right in the middle. So we'll just get all three of those done. So we'll jump in the voucher up. We'll make sure we've got plenty of fuel. If it needs refueling, we'll go and do that before we hook onto the cultivator. Yeah, that should be plenty of fuel. Want to go this way. What we'll do, we'll get these cultivating contracts done. We'll do pretty much all of this on a time lapse. We'll jump back across to the farm a little bit later in the day. Get that folded up for traveling down the road. And we'll see if or when some more eggs spawn. Probably zoom that in a bit. But anyway guys, let's get this done. Make a little bit of money. I do love the way that they have done the animations for the dirt on this equipment. It is looking a lot better than what we got in 19. They've done a really, really good job of that. You'll see the plows. The plows do an amazing job. Haven't tried the subsoilers yet to see what sort of animation they kick up. I dare say it's going to be probably a lot closer to what you're seeing off the front of that cultivator there. But anyway, we're getting through it. So we will kick on. It's going to be a long time lapse, unfortunately. But if we do think of something, we'll definitely bring you guys back in. Try and break the time lapse up just a little bit. But other than that, there's not a great deal else we can do. We may actually kick some of the middle of the time lapse out, but we'll see what happens during editing. Okay guys, so not exactly sure what that one was, but we just had another Steam achievement come up. Picture of a board with an arrow saying start, and the title of the achievement was Just the Beginning. Now, I don't really know what to tell you. I'm not exactly sure what these achievements are. Like, if you go into the menu and you have a look, what we'll do is we'll get down to the end, we'll put it on a worker while we jump through the menu, and I'll show you guys what I mean. If it's in here, I think it might only be in the starting menu. But the achievements are also in-game. It's not just a Steam-only achievement. So those of you who did get the game through Giants, or those of you who got it through Epic, you get exactly the same achievement awards. It's just for doing random things around the farm or around the map, whether you're using your own equipment, whether you're borrowing equipment, whether you are what are you doing, harvesting, planting, breeding certain animals, or so many of certain animals, so your chickens, your sheep, your cows, pigs. I think you get one for so many hours riding a horse. But if we just let old mate take over there... Oh, he's got a singlet on. Was that a he or a she? She. She's crazy. She's got a singlet and 3/4 pants and thongs on in December. Freezing cold, snowing out. Oh well, that's what heaters in tractors are for, I guess. But anyway, if we come into... Where would they be? They wouldn't even be in here. No, there is no achievements. We've used 10 litres already this session. Cultivation time. Not sure why that's not going up, considering that's what we're doing. But anyway, how are we going? Getting there slowly. So obviously between these 3 fields, it's going to be a long day. So we'll jump back to it. We'll take over from the worker, because I'm not exactly sure what they were planning on doing there. We will also clean up this little bit down here, and like I said guys, we'll do most of this as filmed per what we would do for a time lapse, but we will more than likely cut a big chunk of it out in the middle.
I'm lying here all alone and nearly sleepless at night. I'm honest, it's boring. 1,000,000 demons surrounding me, picking a fight. It's toxic. You were the best I ever had, but every second...
Okay, so that gets rid of the corner. We're now working on what is a straight paddock, and it is still huge. So you may have noticed we've dropped the time scale back to 1 times, so real life time. The idea behind that was we were definitely running out of time. So we'll set that worker back off in there, and I'll show you what I mean. So that's what we've accomplished so far, and that has taken us 3 hours out of the day. We've still got that field and that field to do, and we are only 46% through the first one. May have slightly bitten off a bit more than we could chew. Probably could have done with just doing all these small ones. They would have added up. But it is what it is. We're going to have to live with what we've chosen to do. So we'll get the cultivating done. We'll leave that on a worker for now. What we'll do is just quickly have a look, and no, there's not another honey pellet spawn there. so we won't worry about that. We will check out our prices. So eggs, we've got eggs on the go, 5,800 at the bakery. Where are we? That's actually going to start going down. Well, it's already on its way down. We've missed the cutoff, but we don't have enough to warrant going to the bakery with what we've got. And yeah, we still want to be waiting until March for... Oh, where's that? Over here. We want to... It's super strange. I've got to look at my Streamlabs to make sure the mouse is in the correct spot. So at the moment, the cursor is in the middle of over here on my actual screen. Meanwhile, it's where it needs to be on Streamlabs. But anyway, yeah, we need to wait until February, March to get rid of our honey. And we've only got like 1,000 litres at the moment. So about $3,000. And that's at the farm shop. So where is everything? So that should be the bakery. If I'm not mistaken, there's the farm shop. But like I said, it's not really worth taking what eggs we've got up to the bakery. So we will take back over from the worker here. We will continue to smash out this paddock. Then we'll move on to 33. Depending on how time's going, we may cancel the 36 contract, but we may also just work it through the night and just get done what we need to get done. Okay, so just keeping an eye on everything that's going on. Obviously keeping an eye on that honey production. If we get another one come in, then we'll take it. I've just thrown a worker into the field, as you can tell. We don't need a baler or anything like that. What I was thinking though is, can we get this going any faster? So if we come into cultivators, we sort of want to be around one of those two. How much would it be to hire one of those and get a second tractor going? $1,200. Let's do it. Let's get the Massey going. So we'll leave old mate going in the field that he's in. What we'll do is we'll head up to the shop, we'll grab this, and we will see you guys over at either field 30 or field 33, I believe it is. So we've thrown the diff locks in, see if that helps us. The Massey is slightly less power than the Valtra, and I do believe that this cultivator is right on the limit of what the Valtra should be able to handle. But as you've seen with the Quinn seed drill, we can run a little bit higher horsepower implements just not very well. But anyway, we'll keep slogging away, and we'll see you guys when it's time for a bit of a change, whether that be the other worker has finished that field, or whether we jump across and have a look at what else is spawned at the farm. So, honey pallet.
I'm struggling, reminiscing about our good times, the good days, but good wasn't the only perspective of all the days that we had, we lost it. You were the best I ever had, but every second you were screwing me over, and now I'm done with it. I guess that there was no surprise, deleting you out of my mind. Isn't it iconic, standing on the front line, steady going forward without knowing the direction? I need to be honest, it was for the better. Now every day is perfect for a lifelong celebration. Go ahead.
Rightio, so that field is getting pretty close. I reckon a couple more passes and that will tell us that it's done. So once that's done, I'll jump him straight over into that field that's in between the two that we are currently working on. And nope, still no honey. We'll quickly jump across, see how the egg situation's doing. Oh, there's a second row on that one. Lovely. So it's slowly getting there. Those two chicken pens will probably eventually get sold off once we can afford a larger one. But anyway, we'll get back into it. Take over from that worker. Just quickly put a worker in there just while we examine what's going on.
For a lifelong
Okay, so he's worked himself down into a corner now. So we may not be able to get him to finish. This guy keeps putting himself in the wrong gear set. I wonder how this guy will go with the edges. I reckon we leave the Massey going on its own, and what we do is finish off the vouchers work. That's not too bad. That's now 20 to 4 in the afternoon. And we've got 3 of the bigger fields. Definitely not the biggest. The biggest is huge. We don't have the machinery to tackle that. So if we did take that one on, what we would do is use borrowed equipment. We're better off taking care of that other edge. Anyway guys, we'll cut back in once we have completed these 2 fields, and we'll see you back over at the farm. Okay guys, so that is the 2 contracts complete. We've got returned the other cultivator. We've got the worker currently driving back to home base. We're on our way back as well. We're going to beat him back by quite a ways. But what we'll do is we'll check the honey. If the honey hasn't spawned yet, it is what it is. We're gonna call it a day. Obviously we started at 9 o'clock this morning. It's now almost 4:30 in the afternoon. It's been snowing all day. That hasn't let up. Sun never really came up or came out. So what we'll do, fold that back out because we have to in order to drop it. it won't drop while it's folded up. Sitting on about half a tank of fuel, so that's not too bad. But I think, if memory serves correctly, I think the I think the Massey is going to require some maintenance. So that will be for tomorrow's episode. We'll shut that down. We'll jump in and see how he's going. Not too bad, he's almost back. So we'll take over. We'll get him back to the yard. No, actually doesn't require that much in the way of maintenance. I'm surprised because that's it's a lot of cultivator this thing was just dragging around. Okay guys, so as you can see, no honey pellet. So what we'll do there is we'll jump out, run across to the house, and that will be the end of the day. So thanks for joining in guys, hope you liked the video. If you do, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell for future episodes, and we'll see you next time.